Grandpa, we are set.
All right. Many years ago when I was still living with my parents, my mom had severely warned me not to leave the house late at night, but my love for African star apple wouldn't just allow me. The reason was because the only time when one could go out and gather enough African star apple fruit from the tree was late at night, when many people would already be asleep. When my mom discovered I was still sneaking out of the house late at night despite her warning, she realized that word of mouth wasn't enough. So she decided to apply action. I woke up around midnight as usual and slowly got down from the bed to avoid waking her. I then tiptoed to the door and placed my hand on the bolt to unlock it and go as usual. But to my greatest disappointment, my mom had ignited the inlock and the key was not even in the keyhole as it used to be. There was no point looking for it cause I already knew that even a child would not be so foolish to keep it where I could easily find it. I accepted the game was over for that night and decided to go back to bed. Suddenly, an idea flew in and I smiled mischievously. The window. Mom, this game is not yet over. I muttered to myself and carefully tiptoed to the window and successfully sneaked through it. As usual, the only thing that accompanied me through the lonesome road were different sounds of insects, cooing of owls, chirping, and squeaking of bats. Rumors had it in our community that spirits usually visited the African star apple tree at night, but that was nothing to me. I didn't even believe in the existence of spirits at all. I believed it was just the mere imagination of legend writers. Getting to the African star apple tree, I was wowed by what I saw with the torch I had hidden in my pocket before going to bed. The whole ground was covered with the African star apples, even the ground where I stood was still covered with the apple fruits. I was very sure that the basket in my hand would not even contain 0.1% of the fruits cause they were just too many. I decided to first fill the basket, carry it home and bring a bigger vessel to pack the remains. I had just lowered and was about to pick the fruits when I heard, "Edward, leave us alone." My heart froze in that instinct as I wondered who could be calling me so late in the night. I searched everywhere with my torchlight but didn't see anyone. I then resolved that it might have been my imagination. I lowered to pick the fruits again but was terrified by what I saw. All the fruits had developed eyes with wide mouths. They were all saying the same thing in unison, "Edward, leave us alone." I threw the basket and turned to run home, but what I saw when I turned completely drained out my courage and I found myself swimming in the ocean of fear. Standing before me was a horrifying creature with just one big eyeball and a very wide mouth that reached the ears. I opened my mouth to scream but felt as though life oozed out of me and everything blacked out. The next thing I remembered was when a hand tapped me and I opened my eyes only to discover the day had broken and I was still lying on the foot of the tree. After that encounter, I never went out again at night.
Good. Thank God nothing happened to you that night.
Yes, I think what happened that night is a sign of warning. Let's assuming you went out again after that incident, maybe you might not be alive to tell the story.
Maybe. But who will still want to go out after that horrible incident?
I won't dare. Thanks for the story, Grandpa. We be going to bed now. Good night, Grandpa.
All right, good night, children.
Hi there. Hope you enjoyed the story. But before you go, have you subscribed yet? Please, kindly subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications. Subscription is free. Please support our channel, so you won't miss when we post our interesting stories. Thank you.